wants to play D&D, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very much so.
Good.
That'd be
So,
fun.
simple, quick question. Everybody ready?
Sure, yeah.
Yeet.
Why not?
Very much so.
Excellent. So, last you left off, you. Well, you collected the ashes of your fallen comrade. You essentially got Arthur's promise fulfilled as he brought several people with the help from Leo from the coalition's territory to here. Masterful gunsmiths, including one of by the name of Runt, which essentially listened to some of your requests, and of course start working on Chadwick's one to begin with. Some improvements to your household have been established, and then basically 2 weeks have passed since you acquired this hold, and you essentially decided to travel to see any. I can't even fucking speak. You decided to travel through the world, wherever it will take you, with the help of Leo, to find Farron's family in order to provide his final will and the ashes of your comrade. A bit of a cruel twist of fate, or maybe something you haven't expected, but something that might have made sense in hindsight. Farron's mom is very much, if not more, like Farron. From the way she treated Sergal by accidentally teleport inside her home, to essentially having a hidden stash of mithril armor and weapons, and of course, the whole attitude of, even though she was outnumbered several people to one, she still felt like she's gonna kick your ass if she really needs to. So, technically, last we left off, all of you teleported back to Plains, to your hold, now with a +1 in tow. The first thing that I can only describe is, as soon as teleportation comes through, Leo literally vanishes. But you can clearly hear that he did not teleport somewhere, but instead became invisible and started rapidly running away from all of you.
Wise.
As now you have a very angry, not angry, a bit more like judgmental, inquisitory-esque like dwarven woman, kind of spectating your surroundings as you currently are essentially in the main hall of the first floor. So, what would anybody like to do?
Ask my usual question: is the cat currently inside, or is she still outside?
I'm gonna show Proto Farron around.
Well, she will ask one simple question before any of you fuck off to do your own little thing, whatever it might be. And that's a very simple question. Where is Tarumak?
He still
Again,
hasn't reappeared with us.
As I told you earlier, we don't know. We're looking for him currently.
And he's saying that he will come here eventually.
Either here or he will be at Tanis, right? At Tanis is where we will all meet. It's supposed to be climatic, but he's not going to be there until such a time where he says we're ready.
She did not take a single step where she was, and she literally plops on the ground and sits. and she immediately brandishes her scimitar and just kind of looks towards the exit out of the hold of the main
He's
hall.
waiting for him.
Yeah, and she just doesn't say anything. She just looks on and waits.
It's, what a woman! Jeez.
I turn to anybody who's listening. I like her.
Mind
That ain't
you,
a mother, that's a turret.
mind you, I'm just gonna say this: she does not respond to any of your comments. If you wish
you
to
dare
do,
do so.
yeah. What's the one fucking video of that guy explaining? If you want to figure out how much you gotta find out, you need to first figure out how much you gotta fuck around.
I'm going to, for now, just say, we do have a training facility in here if you ever need to need it.
She does not respond.
There's
Bastard.
a look of
Bastard.
terror on
Listen.
on Nathan's face, looking towards Brit.
Brit, okay. I know what the fuck you were insinuating there, you jerk. Oh, I'm not there.
What
but...
were you going to say, Nathan?
Oh,
There's a look of terror on Nathan's face, looking towards you.
Ah,
Circle shrugs
There's like-
and. All right, if you need anything, just ask us or the caretaker. As I motion to
As you say that, very
forgetting his name.
happily from his post, flies down your familiar pseudo dragon, Karis, and essentially approaches you, and it's like, "Ah, you're back. Good. How you doing? Everything alright? Who's this one?" And he literally, Karis climbs on the arm of Farron's mom. And on the chest, and and then he climbs, just rapidly, just looking around. He climbs over her face, and you can clearly see as she has her eyes staring at the door, the soft palm just essentially hits her eye into the iris, and she does not flinch as essentially one of the steps went through the eye. She does not blink. She just looks. She doesn't even have like this emotion of like anger or anything. She just looks very concentrated.
Araxis, I
Nathan.
have only one thing to say. Blink, motherfucker! Blink!
Nathan, there is now, like, how do I say this? If a body is dead, with injuries of cutting, slashing, and whatnot, everyone, after a few moments, there's gonna be a noticeable pool of blood coming. You basically see golden pool of something basically pouring out from where she sits, and essentially it slowly goes, not like centimeters per second, but like you can clearly see that something beneath her is forming, something golden, not roots, but like almost like liquid.
Honestly, yeah.
One interpretation that is just completely wrong.
It's so wrong. So
Why'd you have to say?
I'm happy that everyone is thinking the same thing.
Why'd you say that, Araxis? Why'd you say it like that? Now everybody thinks she pissed herself.
It really sounds
No.
like that's what you're saying.
I know, but you really don't want to piss her off with that. Oh god,
You
no!
really don't want to piss her off.
Oh,
She's really
shut
good at
up.
that, apparently.
She's already pissed herself, so
No.
you can't do much.
Continuing on.
Fear the
Um,
woman with an empty platter.
Are we already like encompassed in the shadow? Like
Aggressively pissing
What is that supposed to mean?
you said, it's like a spreading aura, effectively.
It is
so-
no. You're basically seeing, literally, from from her legs, not legs, but like where she sits, essentially it slowly starts to seep out from, I guess, you don't really know, just everywhere. And everybody else, of course, doesn't see it.
Okay, good. So we
I
can't.
would
comment on it.
actually, I wouldn't sit on like directly in her view, but slightly to the side, so that I'm definitely within a field of view.
Mm-hmm. She basically is looking straight down through, like, this, you're basically, because Leo doesn't have like this thing where want to teleport, so he literally teleports you in the main hall where there's like the cross section of the carpet.
Yeah.
And now she's basically staring south, well, not southward, but like staring where the main exit is, or main entrance is, and she is doing nothing.
It would be so fucking hilarious to have, like, just entering and then just within an instant she's gone and he's out.
While in her field of view, Nathan would actually start talking to her. Your presence is acting on this place. What are you doing here?
Rolling persuasion with disadvantage.
So, normal roll for me.
Yes.
Dirty 20.
She very calmly and quickly replies, "My thing."
I'm marking my territory.
I'm doing the spell called Ligma.
For fuck's
Oh, no.
sake.
Shut up!
Funny.
Actually, she comes off as more of a Bofa kind of.
I hate
This
this
is
guy.
genuinely throwing me off, for fuck's sake.
Well,
Yes,
I
let's
don't even need
spend
to
the
say what I'm
next
doing.
2.5 hours just staring at the awkward woman.
Sergal,
are you?
Sergal shrugs.
No.
Sergal shrugs and just walks off. He's gonna see how Tell is doing.
Well, because you all basically woke up first thing in the morning and decided, you know what, we gotta go Farron's ashes. It is still early in the morning. You make your way to the room, Tell's room. She is not there. Of course, you look around, you do not find her. And of course, the first person who informs you about her is Karas, which informs she went on a hunt. And yeah, that's basically what you get. Like, 2 minutes pass and you know that she went out, but you don't know where.
And how long ago did she start?
About 10 minutes ago, before you...
Sergal nods and thank you, Karis. And
You
he'll
know,
just wander back into the main hall since he's not really got much else to do right now.
guys, I'll be honest. This group, this fortress right now, has its fair share of strong-willed individuals.
True.
Girl power.
The moment we lost a headstrong character, another one came up.
I mean, we gain more than just one by the time he's gone.
True. Run's
True.
also right.
I'm going to go see if Arthur needs help.
No, he absolutely does not need help. He is basically essentially fully occupied. As of course you wanted your thing, now people are essentially doing impromptu classes, not impromptu classes, but more like a board meeting, like how do we do this, right? As Rund explains essentially the design you want, and people are essentially not actually everyone is still awake because it's kind of still early in the morning, but you see Rund, see two humans, you see Arthur, everybody else is missing. It's still morning. So
They're working on mine, then I might as well just stay around, see their process, as well as answer any questions they might have.
All right. I'd like to try and find Nathan.
I'm still sitting right next to her.
All right. When I do eventually find you. Oh. Hey, Nathan, buddy. When you get a chance, we need to talk about something where no one can hear us.
Nathan slightly turns his head. He's been focused on watching Farron's mother for a really, like, the last 20-ish minutes at least. He shifts his head slightly. Give me a few more minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be down in the corrupted dungeon over there. Feel like that's a good play.
No choice. I will see you there. Really quick, Araxis, before I go there, and probably the last 20 minutes as well. Comparing what I know about Divine Paladin rituals, so all of the spells available to me, does what she is doing befit anything close to it?
I would like you to roll me 2 history checks, one with advantage and one a straight roll.
This is my normal one, so with advantage at 36. And this is the normal one.
Oh my fucking
37.
god. Okay. So, to put it quite simply, when it comes to balancing with uses of Arcana, and actually clerics as well in this regard, depending on the paladin's order, cult, or sect, depending on what god they worship, their affinity to it, you can gain a lot more than one regular paladin with simple devotion could do. There's many different variants. Not a lot that you know, but when it comes to the Sentis Order, it's the most versatile. It basically gets everyone, anything who worships, and essentially it is as a paladin order as a policing force. It's pretty all encompassing. And you also know, even if the Sentis Order has some secretive rituals or something, something that would be unnatural to a passerby or a passerby paladin, it would not be just a very simple, everybody knows that if you just reach this rank, it's a secret. Secrets are kept well. Even more in more reclusive and, I guess, let's say, more dedicated and zealous orders of paladins and whatnot. So, but you do look at you do have some context clues to Farron's mom that you don't even know the name of. She is incredibly strong paladin. She's a retired paladin. Her arm signifies an higher order against demonics. And this thing, it is not a liquid. It is more of an aura. You can feel its warmth, but you do not feel feel any other presence. It is some sort of sacred ground. You can detest that it's a sacred ground, probably has incredible benefits to Baron's mom. Probably if you just look at it more, try to ask more questions, you could get a gist of it. But probably it's nothing that would make you in danger. Right? It's not like a disease spreading. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So all in all,
You cut out for me like
oh,
a few times there.
god damn it. Oh god. Can you hear me? Oh
I
no.
can.
I do hear you fine.
Okay.
Some
So,
cutting out, mostly fine.
so basic TLDR. It is some sort of spell. It's some sort of aura, or maybe a permanent aura, that is of course going to be beneficial to Farron's mom, and probably not very beneficial to anybody she will fight. Mainly Tarumak. What this might be, like what the properties of this, or what it's even called, is a fucking mystery. You can ask if you want, or try.
I do not know which order you subscribe to, but whatever you're doing to this place, be assured that none of us support it if you're doing it to win an advantage against Tarumak.
There's no response.
Tell me, what is this? What are you trying to achieve here?
Roll me a straight persuasion check. There's silence.
Holy shit.
There is no response.
Absolute silence. Quickly checking something. Very well. Quickly checking, do I fulfill that?
You're literally gonna stare at us. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just
No,
draw
no.
blade.
Hmm?
What are you...
I'm going to go upstairs for a moment. To the armory. Do they still have raw iron there? Raw iron bars?
Yes. Like you they brought a shit ton from the market. You have more than enough.
Do they have parts of the iron that have been broken down into shrapnel? Or like small pieces?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a bit of that.
Hmm.
I will help making more afterwards, but I need this for the moment. And I'm going back downstairs, and walking around her, just watching for any reaction. I'm going to lay a circle with the iron pieces and cast an inverted magic circle around her.
An inverted man.
What? Trying to keep her
Magic
in?
circle being the spell that creates a barrier between celestial or demonic influence from one side to the other. Once the spell is in place, quickly checking. choose one or more of the following type of creatures, in this case celestial. The circle affects a creature of the chosen type in the following ways. They cannot willingly enter or exit the circle. And they cannot affect beings outside of the circle.
Is it just a spell of magic circle?
Yeah.
You do that in a minute as essentially making clearly clear boundary. But she doesn't seem to care at all.
I'm making the circle relatively small around the aura that she's already placed. So my goal is to see whether it expands past it.
Yeah. I mean, mind you, it's been maybe 30 minutes at this point as you got. It hasn't spread more than an inch from her. Not like rapidly spreading at all. But it is.
Then I'm spreading the thing half an inch beyond that.
It probably doesn't need to.
And
So
what
I'm
then are
basically
you
literally painting a circle around her.
Yeah, so what then are you gonna do?
Chat, I'm sorry, but you're going to... Wait, I need to see whether this expands past it.
Oh boy.
Goddamn.
Safety.
So, it takes about additional 20 or so minutes as the first these golden this golden residue. It essentially reaches the first of your line of your magic circle, and it literally, you can hear something crack, break, something in your psyche, as not only that the circle does not get destroyed, it gets consumed. As all of a sudden, like you know those things where you spray a bunch of flammable liquid and then set on fire and it just goes ablaze. That happens just a bit slower. The entire circle essentially gets diluted, but the marks remain in the familiar golden light at the base of it.
I think that was a form of fuck around and find out.
That's what Nathan's all about right now. Keep you on Paladin. I will find out.
Paladin, the Paladin will tell me its secrets. So, Chadwick.
Saloon Light will reveal your secrets.
Yes, see. So, what does
I
Chadwick
will make my
want?
way down to Chadwick now.
Hey, buddy, took you long enough. Jesus Christ. Hey.
Very sorry.
It's okay. So, let's start with how good are you at becoming really cool with a lot of things really fast?
I'm sorry, what?
All right. Can you become really cool with a lot of things really fast?
As in people organizing stuff? Knowing things? Spells? Languages?
As in, me and Farron may or may not have had a secret that I may or may not be sharing with you, depending on how quickly you can become cool with things real fast.
I'm fine with keeping secrets. If they're world breaking, of course, it's going to take a moment to accept that, but I hope I can.
All right. You remember that demonic dragon buddy that we fought a couple times but never really fought us back?
Demonic dragon.
Yeah. God damn it, I forgot his name. He was humanoid. Looked like a dragon. We ran into him a couple times. Me and Farron killed him, but he never really fought back. We ended up having a conversation with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up having a little conversation with him. He brought a couple of interesting thoughts to light, including our little regattas up there. She's probably gonna kill us, so we might have to worry about that. But I may or may not have made a deal with him to take care of her for us.
Ooh, spicy. Let me get the popcorn.
The second you start saying the things about the deal, Nathan's stance shifts. Please elaborate on that.
Well, you see, in this big upcoming battle, he was going to try and kill us. He was just gonna, wipe us all out. I really don't think we stood that much of a chance. But he said he'd step out of the battle if me and Farron got her into a separate dimension with him so they could do a little one-on-one. And then once he beat her, she was dead and unable to kill us also, he was gonna fuck off and we'd be good. That's the gist of the deal. But Farron's gone. I'm not sure how this deal's gonna pan out now. I want a second opinion on what to do at this point.
So, your goal is to banish Helena into a space with this lord and have them fight?
Yeah.
So-
Helena's gonna fight the Lord. Lord's gonna fight the Helena. Lord says he can beat Helena. And if he does, then he's just gonna fuck
He'll
off.
be even
and-
stronger.
Nah. He said he'll give me the power. He'll give me Helena's power, and then he'll fuck off. He's supposedly stronger than Helena, so her power means nothing to him. But he needs to get her out of the way. She's apparently been a thorn in his side. His words. Ooh. Oh, drama.
Quite the drama.
Mm-hmm, and I'm there for it.
Nathan
not-
is
I'm
just
not
like
there.
mumbling to himself for a bit. The summary of this is be thankful that we're not part of the Center's order anymore, otherwise I would have struck you down where you stand.
You see, our line of thought was we're taking care of two problems at once, because Helena, she was likely going to kill us at the end, because, she wants to keep her secrets secret. So, if we get both of them out of the fight, it's a better chance of us all walking away from this alive. You see where I'm coming from here.
I do. So, we need
Now-
to... This still doesn't mean he won't come back afterwards. I mean, not in that fight, but just later.
He gave me his word as a demon that he was going to fuck off and leave us alone after this. Now, I'm pretty
As
sure
a
they're
demon
mostly
or as a
lawful.
devil?
Ah, shit. I don't know.
I love this.
Ah, they both follow the rules, don't they? Right?
A demon's word is worth its weight in horse shit.
Did I fuck up? He still gave me his
I've
word.
only
Shit.
This is a really long stretch. I think Nathan encountered this guy personally once. Right?
Yes, he did. All of you did technically, as when you got to Sober
There's no way
Line-
to know whether this person is a devil or a demon, right?
No.
Wait a
He
minute.
was-
Was it the dude village where he was making Dead Army?
Yeah, and he was
Oh!
carrying the banner, and it's like, yeah, strike me down if you want. And fucking Chadwick with the Baron just fucking just shredded him.
Oh! Well, wonder what's gonna happen now.
I do not know whether this is actually a devil or a demon.
You can see Chadwick's very
So-
confident, just got a little bit more nervous.
Reasonably so.
But still, I feel like someone else needed to know about this because, it was me and Farron's deal. So if I just go fuck off somewhere, you'll understand what's going on. But I feel like Britt can't know about this because, Britt.
I smell betrayal.
One thing about this, though. Just one thing. How are you
Yeah.
even supposed to do this? Do you know how to traverse the plains? You're going to have to get Helena out there somehow.
I mean, she's gonna be on the battlefield. All I need to do is isolate her long enough for this guy to show up and take us all away. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be simple enough. He's gonna handle the plane or travel. I need to get Helena by herself for a second.
If he takes all of us away, that could be a great chance for a trap.
It's just gonna be me and
Or
him.
not.
Farron's not here anymore, so I think the deal is just me and him are going. Possibly Lana too. She might be on my back. She might get dragged into this. I don't know. I should probably talk to her about that, shouldn't I?
You really should. One way or another, if this is a devil's deal, if you do not follow it, you're going to have some really big problems. If it's a demon's deal, you won't, because it's not worth anything, but you're still going to anger this person, so...
Yeah, should I?
While I resent this idea, with all I stand for, all that I think we're supposed to stand for,
At the end of the day, I'm trying to do this to protect you guys. Just saying.
that's what is saving it for me right now. Follow whatever agreement you made.
Just,
I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to help you.
I wouldn't expect you to. If anything does happen, I wanted someone to know what happened. Yeah.
Make me a promise then.
Yeah, what's that, buddy?
Nathan reaches out the hand that he made the contract with, so the right hand. In more of a like informal, like body handshake than something professional. Whatever the hell you do, don't die. You're going to have to come back to tell me whether he's a demon or a devil.
In the name of Farron, I'm only in this for the glory. I gotta come back to be glorious. I'll get my handshake.
Come back then.
All right, and
Oh no, this secret's holy.
I guess on that
As
note,
fun
I'll,
as it is.
on that note, I guess I'll go look for Lana too.
So, I have a simple question. Does anybody have anything to do? Or would you like to skip a week? And that's where the real fun begins.
Do I need to say anything?
Do you want to say anything?
You can. It's going to give you benefits.
Okay. So you know how I was working on my potion? Any update on that on my alchemy?
Oh, well,
Please tell me you didn't forget.
no,
Or you-
no, no,
you-
I did, but you said the next week, because you set up your little alchemy lab outside with your surroundings and your little garden that you decided to make. You made some good progress, incredibly good progress for a single week, but then you realized, you can make probably like basic stuff, and you literally got mad and went to Leo and asked for like everything that he had on alchemy and herbalism, and he provided with you 8 tomes that you said you're gonna be dedicated to reading them, to the point that you didn't even go.
No, I did. I did. Yeah, that. But I also did tell you what I was researching specifically.
Yes,
I did tell you.
Yes, you did. You did. To become larger. Arm strength.
Well, more specifically, to gain the strength of
Giants.
of ancestry lost.
Yes. I remember.
I will become a titan.
I
Yes.
remember we didn't roll that because technically, everybody met Farron's mom. So, I have a simple question. If anybody still has document by hand, since a week gonna go by, decide what you want Karis to improve. Because technically, you got the road, you got the forge sheet improved, and some privacy in the privy. So you got another week to figure out. So.
I'm quickly grabbing the other document because I honestly
Kitchen and storage,
open right now.
or kitchen and cooking.
There is. I'm gonna give a link to all of you. And yeah, basically, besides that, figure out for a week what would you like to do.
Continue my research and make it count.
Yes.
I want to complete this potion as soon as I can.
Yes, Dagger. I know that is your goal. You were very clear last week. Everybody else, there's 4 other people.
I just don't forgotten again.
I'll mostly be assisting other people in their projects, so helping the gunsmiths when necessary. Helping the gunsmiths, being an additional sparring partner for anybody who's interested. And if I have free time, I'm going to spend most of it trying to continue to figure out what the hell Farron's mother is doing.
Okay, fair enough.
Nate.
Hmm?
Nate, what are you wielding in terms of combat?
Currently in my main hand, what was previously the eldest,
Mm-hmm.
that has now somehow ascended into a blade of saloon. You don't know the details of it, you never asked. And in my offhand, I'm holding the vampiric blade that we got from the vault.
Aha. You know, I would like to ask you about how you transferred the older brother.
In what way? Just what I did with it, or?
Well, yeah, this is like I've been meaning to ask you. I've noticed that the other sword, the older brother, it's changed.
Yeah, the oldest.
The oldest changed.
Hmm.
Was wondering what's happened to it.
It was part of the um, prayer that I held to Saloon, and in return to be able to protect everyone, I offered the blade as part of the sacrifice I was willing to make to attain this strength. And Saloon took it, and after blessing it, enacting her will, the spirit of the eldest was removed, purified, and I got left with this. And he doesn't pull it out in like the combat sense. It's more like just showing it to you.
You think the youngest could ever achieve that?
Probably, yeah, but I made that deal with Saloon herself, so if at all, it would be tied to Saloon.
Guess I'll have to find my own way then.
Let me remember something really quick. I was pretty sure I had it written down somewhere. No, can't find it. Let me think about this for a bit. I might be able to help you with that a bit, but I need to look something up for that.
Alright, if you catch wind, let me know. Would be probably a good thing to do at some point.
I will tell you if I remember anything.
Okay.
And of course, immediately afterwards, I find it.
Of course.
I'm not sure how much of value this is for you, but I can tell you the prayer that was said to relish the spirit.
I mean, it would definitely help in getting me started down the path, for sure.
I assume it would be different from my blade, given that yours isn't caught in adamantite. Adamantite.
Yeah, I don't think it is adamantite.
Mithril in your case, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Nathan will speak the words of the original prayer. Young lost soul, taken by war and blight, seek redemption, cursed in adamantite. You have achieved your task. You can rest now. But he will retell them, so he's not actively saying them to enact the prayer. He's just retelling the story of how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And you can choose
Activates
how you
anyway.
wish to act on that.
Yeah.
Accidentally
get a
blesses the
sec-
second weapon.
Yeah, can you
I can
DM
type
it
that
and-
to you.
Yeah, that would be good. So
It's an infinite duplication glitch.
Ah, yes, of course.
Oh no. Let's make a shit ton of those.
Mass producing weapons again.
Hmm.
There we
Mass-producing
go.
divine relics.
There. Making shit easier for us. And pissing off gods doing it.
And devs.
Honestly, in true Farron fashion, I would be retelling the story of how this weapon was blessed. Kind of taking her style to it.
Oh no.
All right.
Code memories.
And with that prayer finished, the blade was raised to the sky. And after smoke, or more likely the spirit of the blade, vanished, it transformed into this.
sent you the revised vision scene.
Your choice. Do with it whatever you wish. If you want to
She's
try
going to spend the rest of that week coming up with a variation.
Variation to.
Coming up with
the original
lyrics.
prayer that was used to
Oh, I see.
transform the blade for Saloon.
Daryl, what would you be doing for a week?
Well, first off, I'd have a quick conversation with my girl. Let her know when she sees me going off towards Helena, get off my back. It's going to be very dangerous.
Hmm. She will not deny you. Damn.
And
That's
and beyond that, I will mostly be praying both to and through my piercing gaze, just for the strength to get through the upcoming battle, the knowledge to make the right choices, and general protection of those that I love.
you really don't know why, but nothing like say it. Your prayers for an entire week, but no sign, no nothing. Almost like a low tide compared to everything else that you experienced in the past several months. So, Sergal, one more. Yeah, Sergal, you week.
Yes.
What would you like to do throughout the week?
It's mainly throughout the week.
Have you?
Hang out with Tella. Probably he would like go with Tella on her while she hunts and like try and learn a bit more about griffin riding, because he still doesn't have proficiency in riding animals. So that would be nice.
Okay, so for Nathan examining Farron's mom's effect on the keep. For Dagger, figuring out a legendary potion to essentially restore your legacy strength. For Britt, is essentially assisting the engineers in your little project and figuring out what to say for a blessing to a god. For Chadwick, it would be essentially prayers. And for Sergal is essentially quality time with his newfound girlfriend. Do I get everybody correct?
quality
Yep.
time
Yep.
and
Mhm.
like
Yep.
training, because he is learning.
Okay. For
Every
Sergal,
evening.
for Sergal,
Yep.
insight, nature, and animal handling. For
All 3 of
Nathan,
those.
yes. For Nathan, perception, religion, and arcana. For Dagger, pre-intelligence checks, a nature check, and a nature check.
Okay, three
Intelligence?
intelligence checks.
Yes, and a nature
Okay.
check.
Every evening I'd be checking on my dragon pigs also.
I'm gonna do my own little rules to see what has happened. As time shifts in the world, as
Uh,
stuff always entail,
animal handling, insight, and
and animal handling, insight, and nature. There you go.
okay.
Ooh, net 20. Also, I guess at some point people would start seeing Dagger actually smoking.
He gets a habit.
What are you smoking? It's the most interesting question about that.
Berry leaved. And some amount of not weed, but common plants that people would see as weeds, you know?
Just grabs random
Not
weeds.
even,
Just ruled.
not even weed, just weeds.
Yeah, he's
Chris,
just smoking.
is that a weed? No, it's a crayon. I'm calling the police.
Okay, I'll be back in a few seconds.
that
One
a-
more thing that I need you to figure out.
Is that a police? I'm calling the weed.
Ha!
There's one more
You've
thing.
probably had a bit too much.
There's one more thing I need you to do. Figure out what kind of upgrades for a week you're gonna use it, and I'll be back in a second.
I'm sorry, what do you say?
That's the mute.
What we want to build inside of the keep.
I need.
I'm personally saying reinstating the apothecaries would be really nice.
That's probably the best idea. All things considered.
How many people do we have in the mess? Here.
Counting monster-in-law, which is what I'm calling Farron's mom for this FYI. Let's see. Tella, Leo, Cat Girl.
Okay. Have you made any decisions
think
on
we're
the
still
I think
mostly
we've
doing-
got. I think we've got 10.
About
10
10.
people.
That's still completely fine. We still have enough.
Uh,
Summarize all of your stats, similar to how Dagger and I did it,
Just so we don't get lost.
just so we don't get lost. The first investment being made this week is the apothecary's room.
Okay. The pocket. Yeah, sure.
Which
Which
would take
one?
4 days.
4 days.
Which
And we
means
can only
still
do
have
one
3
at a
days to
time?
work with.
Remind me, how
One at a time, yeah.
How's doubt ridden?
D-O-U-B-T.
D-O-U-B-T.
BT, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, mind you, you don't need to make sure that it's equally to the day, like equal to
Yeah.
7 days. You can just pick a bigger, longer project.
Yeah.
Uh,
And afterwards, I would say invest into something nice.
I mean, the kitchen, the quality of the
Didn't
cooking.
didn't we originally like
Oh, wrong letter.
that B
Yeah.
B is backwards. Didn't we originally decide like on?
I thought something was wrong.
I believe that there's an option for like increasing privacy in the bathroom. Maybe we should
Yeah,
do that.
you did it. You
Yeah,
did
we
it
already
last
did
week.
that. We already did.
Oh, we did it last
Mm-hmm.
week. Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if we did or not.
These are fine for now. So yeah,
Uh,
first 4 days in the apothecaries, and afterwards starting to raise the quality. Are you interested in raising the quality of the facility or the contents?
this.
I think we should start on
What's
the
this?
facility itself.
The
We can see your highlights.
Oh, great. Oh, I can't do it. Increased number and quality of tables and cooking ovens.
I am a
There we go.
Greatest priority on Earth.
There's not a whole lot. to do at
Listen,
this
man.
point.
Let her
Unless
Yes,
cook.
you
library.
There are plenty of things you can do.
Let them
It's
cook.
the one thing that matters to Brit.
Cooking.
So, cooking.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees. We can turn it to green.
Fine with it?
Yeah.
Number and quality. Cooking. Yeah. Very cool. There you go. you PayPal powers all the money as the week goes.
Put it on my tab.
So, oh my fucking.
You know what? I know what I'm gonna invest in. Ingredients.
Oh no, don't worry about
Alright.
it. It's all in
Oh.
good time, Dagger. Point back.
Oh,
back,
so-
back, back.
okay.
Yeah, it's all in good
All
time.
right.
Yes. So,
I was trying to think of what I'm missing. So, thank you for your inspiration.
apothecary is essentially alchemy. So, you do have essentially the proper facilities, like the proper facilities. Anyway, so let's start from the least impactful of the week. As this week really was not planned, but more like it is like a stowaway, a getaway from the outside world, as you essentially have the surrounding forests, the blue sky with occasional rain, but everything is peaceful, everything is quiet, no bothers of the world, and it's no troubles. For Circle, you realize several things about them. She is an incredibly gifted individual with a bow. She's incredibly stealthy and sneaky. And she is quite a ranger by all means. However, you, all being a pleasant company plus a griffin that is basically it has full servitude and does not do anything not to, the great boon. You're extremely loud and obnoxious in the hunts. Some are successful, some are not. But despite having a week to do whatever you want, you do bond. You have fun. You do enjoy your time together in the wilderness. An occasional game to bring back home. There's nothing really that you learn or gain. Except, I guess, your bonds of friendship deepening, Stella. So, have heavy.
Congratulations, you like the friend zone.
Oh no, they're not in the friend zone, but you know.
Yeah, I know.
I skipped right past the friend zone.
Speedrun.
Yeah, he fucking listen. You wanna get into girls'
No.
heart? Provide a barrel of ale.
A barrel
for
of
something.
lycanthrope ale.
Exactly. Okay, Chadwick.
The smelliest the better.
Everything is quiet on your front. Everything is calm. The dragon eggs are still there, almost like statues that occasionally move or twitch if you look for long enough.
Wait, statues are alive?
No. The eggs are like statues.
These
but
ones are.
I'll take. But nothing really happens of importance. No grim revelations, no troubles, no anything, honestly. Um, literally just very, just very normal, just kind of sad. You know, Baron is not here to just quiet. Or Dagger.
Would he?
I mean, he would do his own thing, but you know, there's peace and calm and just living. Dagger. It takes you about 4 days. Just because you find concoctions of, you know, that would increase your strength. Easy. With the you know, instruction and everything. But you seek permanence. You do not seek a momentary gain of strength. You seek something grandeur. Delving into the notes, not notes, but the tomes, you almost come acquainted to almost like a theory, a synthesis that you can perform yourself. Like, you know when you see several things that are just like kind of away from each other and you think to yourself, what if you just combine these, see what you get? Also, you have Leo that can give you somewhat of a consultation of what you're exactly seeking. Around day 5, a day after the apothecary appeared, you realize that you could, in fact, make a potion. All due diligence of reading and practicing of the arts of the alchemy, however fast they were start, you can make something, say, regain your ancient birthright permanently. Albeit you, how do I say this? You know their components. You know the components. You know their names. You know their, essentially, you know the components that have specific properties, and if you probably combine them in a specific manner, you will get the result that you seek. Yet you have no real mean nor any description matter that would give you the efficient satisfaction that you seek. You could make a potion that would grant you your gifts that you seek, but maybe for a minute, maybe for an hour, not permanently. So, with due diligence of Leo, he said that he would contact a herbalist or two, and see if they can help you out with your problem. But he did warn you. If they come up with answers, they're probably gonna ask for something in return, and it's not gonna be as simple as gold. So you're probably gonna have to go on a very wacky, crazy fucking quest in the middle of somewhere doing something extremely stupid for a piece of petal. He gave you a fair warning. I assume you agree with that.
Of course. At this point, no task is greater than this.
As
I might, and if by pure chance, I might on these wacky adventures, as he put it. Actually, let me do the voice. And if by chance, on these adventures or tasks I'm to undertake, maybe I'll find something bigger than giants.
So, here's the thing. You can roll me just a d12.
All right. D12.
So, despite your, not being happy about your current being happy, but not being happy that you reached the end of your progress, you did in fact essentially but perfected one genre of potion. You, throughout the whole week, managed to make at the very end, when the apothecary was fully done, almost like planful, you made in total 9 enlarged that work the same way as an enlarged spell, which essentially makes you larger, heavier, whatnot. But for a minute, it's of course not what you expect. The greater power, but that it wait. So yeah, write down that you have 9 potions of enlarge.
All
Congratulations.
right. Prototypes.
Yes, you did prototype some good stuff. Nathan. This is the part where everybody can chip in if they really want. So, Nathan, you realized something incredibly terrifying the next day that you woke up. I don't know where you went to bed. Or did you go to your bed, you meditated, came back?
My normal room.
Yeah. The next day, the following day, the circle, I don't know how many circles you placed, but the entire area of the gold is about 6.5 feet as Baron's mom in the center. The terrifying thing about it, there is Helena, essentially laying back, basically also sitting down back to her, essentially resting her resting her head on Aaron's mom's shoulder and seemingly asleep. As you look at Farron's mom, however, she is fully awake and still has the same gaze looking at the door. Would you like to make any comment about
I assume you went past sleep already.
didn't
Still thought bring you worth it.
it just me or the song
The
also
bot,
is very
the
The
bot's
music bot
broken.
is dying.
Yeah.
Bot's
Yep.
dead. Bot's dead.
Not dead, dying.
Yeah, so we might as well bury it now.
Can I? Oh, it's back. Let's go. So, any things you wish to ask? Say.
I look at the pair, shrug, and walk away. Not worth bothering.
Hmm.
One thing that is worth bothering, at least to me right now, not really caring about Helena, though this is a pretty interesting effect right now. Nathan will squat down in front of her, this time directly obstructing her view of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, which order are you a part of?
Persuasion.
Just keep being incredibly
Right.
by
Roll
her.
persuasion.
Straight roll, okay.
Thanks
I
for the
keep
raid.
rolling shit on the most important checks.
Thanks for the raid, Pre Thunder. Welcome to D&D.
19 in total.
19. Oh god. She, for the first time, does something else besides moving her lips only to answer you. She blinks softly, and when she opens her eyes again, her gaze now stares back into you through your socketless eyes. And she just says, Does it really matter to you?
Matters to me for the purpose of knowing what you do. This ritual you're performing is nothing I've seen before, and I need to know what it is.
Nosy bitch.
He's doing it in the middle of our living room. Wouldn't you want to know what somebody was chanting backwards doing in the middle of your living room?
That is,
As long as I know what their end goal is.
that is a good point. Nevertheless, she still looks at you and responds again. This time, you see, she seems to be having a conversation with you. If you wish to know of the power that is blessed, bestowed upon me, one does not ask of it. One does earn the right to it. Now tell me, spoiled little fish brat, have you earned the right?
Quickly getting the wording on something. One moment, please.
Hold on, I got a response for this. Check Google searches.
You
Not
know,
searches.
listen,
Your specific
take-
Google Docs.
taking time with responses usually is a
Oh.
minus on conversations.
Son of a bitch, I was mooted. I'm with Nathan right now.
Oh, are you now?
Yeah.
At least close by, hopefully.
At least close by.
Nathan is going to draw his blade. The saloon
Nice knowing
blade.
you.
Yeah, definitely. And just holds it in front of her. I'm an avatar of devotion. Grand Paladin to Saloon. My prayers have revived the dead to the point of ascension. I've made oaths to swear that none of my party, none of my group shall die until I have.
I
I've
would
made my
like.
oath to become a watcher, and I see no reason to be denied in this.
Ooh. Oh. God. Where did you
Nice
say?
balls you got there.
Yeah, you did say a lot of fucking things, and actually, it is like essentially a metaphorical just FUD on the table. I have the right. So I have two
I
things.
didn't say I have the right. I see no reason to be denied of it.
I have
Which honestly is even more ballsy.
I have two propositions for you. Either you get a advantage on intimidation, normal roll persuasion, or a contested 4d100. That's your call.
Let me check something real quick. Do I have?
Listen,
No
the statistics.
spells.
Hmm?
This is
No.
spells.
Okay, no spell. No spells.
Listen, the statistics say the 400s have their do or die. Isn't that your style?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Fucking
Contested
revolt.
40, 100. Okay, very well.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Man. Yeah.
bastard.
So.
And with divine light in his eyes, I ask, what more do I need to prove to you?
Nice balls, Johnson.
Do you wish to know the end of the journey, or do you wish to know the full journey?
The full.
Roll me an insight with advantage, as the lady will tell her tale.
20 plus 8. Are spells allowed on this again?
Yes, it is allowed. It is allowed.
Holy shit, that's a bad roll.
So, simple realization. You don't know how powerful she is, but you do realize something. She is not immune to it. She needs sleep. And when she finally gives up, tell her tale, you can immediately see the fatigue as she all of a sudden becomes a lot more broken of all things.
She's just a mother.
She begins her tale. I was but a young lass in a God-forgotten village in the waste. Part of the Roxy clan, chosen to be a priestess of Lathander. I did my duty with diligence. Until a Minotaur sorcerer spell upon our entire sad excuse of a village. We all were transported to the labyrinths of lament. Became behemoths, a personal plaything. I forget the fucking name again. Fuck.
Baphomet.
Baphomet. Yeah. I think of the. I either think of the fucking prince of the Minotaurs.
If you forget the name, just call him Two-Headed Monkey Dude.
Two-headed monkey dude. No.
The Demigorgon? Or which one are
Oh
you talking
no,
about?
I got Demigorgon and Baphomet mixed up. No, Baphomet has a goat head, or something like
Yeah.
that. Something horn.
In the
Funny.
labyrinth I spent as a sole survivor 3 decades. The Lathander's light always guiding me, granting me strength, healing my wounds, and smiting the foes who tried to. But eventually, the light faded and they fell into despair. And as I fell into despair, some other force reached me. Some rogue individual. Sect of paladins forgotten by time, always on pursuit for Bahamut's eyes and its horns. They saw me as unequal. Took me, granted me sustenance, protection, companionship. And I offered my life and my blade to their cause. They were the Abaddon sect. And I traveled through the labyrinths with them for another 15 years. Until eventually, when I say the fatigue at the beginning, that's this moment. This point seems to be the worst of it all. But I was too weak. I got persuaded. I bashed everyone's heads in, and they were asleep when they put their trust into me. Safe. The Lord of the Labyrinths found it amusing. Entertaining spectacle, he said. And forever I was granted his favor, and was granted exit from the labyrinth. I broke the oath, Lathander. I broke the oath to companions that saved me, trusted their life to me. Forget family, dead, pride. I started to forget loss. And then they slowly shoots a look. Her hatred in her eyes filled the brim once more. And then you came, bringing everything. The paladins, bringing the ashes of my dead son. Tell me that if I looked, that I found him. I don't know who's responsible. And I'll wait. Now here I am. Once a priestess, then survivor of labyrinths, a oath breaker, and blessed by a demonic. Is that a suitable answer?
It leaves two questions open.
Oh, no pity.
There is none right now. So, just saying, Nathan was through with her the second she hinted at her being an oathbreaker.
Wow.
Two questions are left. Well, one I kind of know the answer to already. I just need to confirm. First of all, what are you doing to the fortress?
I am consecrating it in the light of the Lathander. As all of a sudden, she kind of nudges herself slightly next to Helena's head. It appears that my sins, how grievous they may have been, somewhat forgiven. Am I doing this on purpose? Not really. But it does help Rayleigh when one of the angels of Lathander, an arcane, lays at your shoulder, resting.
Of course. Nathan just mentally takes a note of the fact that she's an archangel and just starts worrying for Chadwick again. God, I hope I know what you're getting yourself into.
God, I hope somebody
Assume-
does something about this.
I assume you're going to wait here in this exact position until you see Tarumak arrive.
He nods.
I hope for you then that his arrival will be soon. It won't be long until we depart to the elemental plane of air. What happens after that, I do not know.
Drugs.
But he will return, I'm sure of it. And with that, Nathan's going to get up and get on with whatever else people need help with. Sparring partners, assistance with alchemy, gunsmithing, cooking, crafting, whatever it is.
So, as predicted by your creature, your humble companion, a few weeks that you did a fine job and actually quite ahead of your curve. On the 21, actually 22 days after you made it your home, permanent residence, one, like literally 3 weeks pass, and in the morning you are greeted the crackling of thunder and lightning. Give me a second, I need to change them. Give me. And don't you love when you lose the link to one of the posts and you're trying to look at it and it doesn't show up? You know. This will pause for now until it kind of. So, all of you are woken up early in the morning by not like one lightning strike, but several. Storm outside, loud, as one by one, all of you are woken up by Kara's of all people, excitedly proclaiming that it is time.
Usually you're supposed to, like, to correctly and well organized put on a set of armor, it should take 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how well you do it. Nathan's goal is to be ready at between 4 and 6. It's really not going to take long, but once that message hits, it's not going to take long until Nathan stands in the entrance.
Sergal's not far behind him.
So, cool thing about this is that the bot is actually dead. So if I change the music, it won't change the music. So that's great. Let me see if I can get a new bot in. Hold on a second. Impromptu. New bot. So be ready. Oh, nice. Works.
Two bots.
Yeah, I'm gonna just connect this one. There you go. I just went
Purged and banished off the voice channel.
for now.
Be gone.
maybe I'm just gonna put the good old reliable this one. I need to put the proper version of it. This is better. So, give me a second. Play. Oop. There you go. Oh my god. You want... I guess we're stuck with the wind then. So, so the chorus calls out to all of you, each one of you, in your individual beds that it's time. The time has finally came. Quite excitedly, what would you like to do?
Standing in the entrance, ready for whatever's happening next.
Is Vorica still sitting in the doorway? Or has she moved?
No, she's not like in the doorway, like blocking the path. She's basically at the center of the main hall.
But she hasn't moved, is my
No.
point. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Sergal
gonna get
has
mounted up.
Sergal has specifically picked a place in the room where he's out of her eyesight. Just gonna clarify that. And he's kind of like bouncing on his feet nervously, looking around, waiting for everyone to be in the room.
Your robot is basically dead at the moment. It's fine. So, I assume everybody gathers up. Storm rages. Fun fact, you don't really have a door, like a big door, as the wind is kind of howling, and lightning hits every few seconds around the mountain, hitting it several times. Rain is massive, and then all of a sudden, with us, one of the many blinding lights one of the many blinding lights of lightning after a massive 12-foot tall creature manifests in the hallway, I guess in the start of, the entrance to your place, and begins to just wander in. A second, where is I
Quick question, I forgot if you've confirmed this or not. My mounted turret on my back, is it a magical weapon or non-magical?
non-magical. Second.
Okay.
So
Bless the bullets.
bless the bullets at the good old time. So basically, you see a 12-foot tall creature of what seems to be a specter, but also has this sensation of or smell of wind, electricity, and that sensation that is just past a rain, the grass, as it tries to imposingly walk on its limbless body, well, legless body, it all of a sudden stumbles forward and not flops, but more like twirls as it looks upon all of you, just gathered around. Anybody would like to say anything to this 12-foot tall air elemental?
As it approaches, I'm just going to reach up and touch the side of the barrel of the gun and cast elemental weapon on it.
Just instantly going for it. I just imagine it just lights up now. Like, there's some kind of indicator that it is now blessed. In
I'm going.
Primordial,
Anybody gonna ask friend or foe?
Britt, you first.
Well, I was going to go and be up there in the front, but are we assuming that it just knows primordial, or if it knows common?
It would definitely know primordial. That is.
I know it
definite-
would.
It's
But
its native tongue, but The question is whether it knows anything else.
Well, to put it simply,
Question is whether it cares.
it has a weapon. It is a large elemental. It has armor, silvery, but also translucent, almost incorporeal. And while it is approaching you, it doesn't seem like it's like charging it, but more like examining.
Is it waiting for us to make a move?
At the moment, just kind of approaching you, so it's up to you to say anything.
I'm going to out there using the cloak of bellowing.
Please don't use your typical.
State your
policy.
business.
Just let them do.
All right.
Gonna bella out, state your business.
State your business here. Yes.
I seek. As it bellows out its words, it is less of traditional sense, but more like a fog comes from his basically body, and it washes with words. I seek the paladins, buns of Tarumak's raising.
You have found them.
It nods its head. Good. Good. I have been instructed to deliver a message from my benevolent Lord Azur. You are cordially invited into his hold in the elemental plane of air, for you have business to conduct with my lord. My name is Noose. It immediately bows deeply, but when it bows, it essentially twirls around several times over itself before it regains composure. Can everybody roll an insight? Oh no, you don't need Nathan. You can hear very, very broken swearing that amasses to stupid mortal plane of air. Something about the airflow in this place just sucks compared to where it's from.
Speaking in primordial, Nathan will answer, I'm afraid we can't accommodate your gravity. Will this conversation lead us back into your world?
Yes. I was told, gather you and deliver to my lord post haste.
Then give us but a moment to gather our necessary things, and we will be off.
It nods. Very well. I'll wait you here. And it just floats.
I'm literally, as soon as we're turning around to go back into the keep. I don't know how many of you have gathered by the entrance, or who has.
All of us, hopefully.
Yeah, even I'm there.
Well, we've been invited. Looks like we have a different way of doing things instead of finding a way. Let's gather up anyone. I think this is dedicated mainly to the only essential people who need to come. No sense in taking extra, just in case. Make sure that we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes, or 10 minutes, and then we'll be off.
Wow, quick minute.
So, who would you bring?
Depends on who wants to go. We're not forcing. We're not forcing anybody to come.
Nobody wants to go except for two people. That being Hunt and that being Aura. You ask who would be up.
What?
Mhm.
Why, may I ask, inquire why Rut wants to?
To put it simply, to not put a very, very long and also thing, he is an old man, an old fart, as he would say, and essentially traversing through different planes or worlds or whatever you wish to call it would give him incredible insight of how their technologies work and how they could implement their practices into his own, essentially stealing their ideas for himself.
Excellent.
You know, for a second, Araxis, for a second, I thought you were gonna make him say, "Oh, it was on my bucket list."
Oh no! This dwarf fella lived almost 300 years. Well, he lives for almost 300
He has
years.
completed his bucket list already.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna die to Nor, and then somebody was like, you know what, isekai moment. Yeah, and I assume you asked for it as well. Why?
Well, I mean, it's lore.
So it's pretty simple. He wants to fly.
Yeah.
Can be
Yeah.
achieved
That-
quite quickly
that
if you
is-
follow me to the mountain, please.
No. So one of the simplest things that you learn about, you know, if you ask anything about like any planes, you know, you ask about fire, it's hot, it's burning. You ask about water, water, earth,
Yeah.
stone. What about air? You can fly. That's literally the most.
Honest,
That is correct.
Earth-
But it's kinda-
Earth is the funniest to me, because
But yeah. Anybody against taking them both?
no, it can come.
Hmm? Join us at your own risk.
Let me remind you who you guys remember who Laura is, right? This isn't
Yes,
Nora.
the child.
Yes.
It's the kid. It's the fucking 8-year-old child.
I don't
repeat,
think it would be
join
a
us at
great
your own
idea.
risk.
I don't think it would be a great idea. Counterpoint. Who
Have
are we
Leo
leaving
be
to
there
ba-
too,
who
just
are-
to bail.
who are we leaving
Get
to
Leo.
babysit if we leave Alora?
Yeah.
A wizard,
Which is
Tella, Leo, Tella, monster-in-law.
Listen,
Monster
we're
in
definitely
law.
getting the wizard, okay? The wizard could probably cast banish if he knows it.
The wizard can cast fly.
You know
too.
what? Probably a good idea to get Leo with us, though. That's the
You
thing.
would?
Yep. He doesn't have a choice.
Okay,
Yeah,
Leo.
he
Leo.
probably
We're gonna need
can
a way
shift
back.
pla-
Okay.
well,
Leo,
I'm gonna first ask him if he can plane shift. Oh no, wait.
Or, you know, banish.
he's-
Banish is
he's
good enough.
He's quite insulted of your statement.
Well, let's just say, are you able to plane shift just in case shit goes sideways?
Yes. And what he does as soon as you say that, he immediately looks to his nearby wall, grabs like section of the wall, and tries to like with brute force just break off just a bit of brick stone.
Fails because of wizard strength.
Did he fail though?
I'm going to punch hard enough just to get a little chunk off of it.
Okay.
Help him.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
Well, with that being said, you provide him with the necessary components. It's like, yeah, I can plane shift back here.
Excellent. Excellent.
Before leaving, I would also like to talk to someone.
Yes.
I assume the cat is still meditating on a mountain.
Oh no. The cat is nowhere to
Okay.
be seen. Last time you saw her,
fuck's
she
sake.
was on the mound, but the
In which case, I'm just going to use the sending spell using the sending stone that I have, and inform her of the fact that we will be departing to the elemental plane of air soon.
There's no response.
But the spell did connect, right?
Yes. So,
You will not be joining us?
get an immediate swift response. Do I have?
You've been part of this journey for a while. It would be nice for you to join us, but I can't force you, of course.
Persuasion. This is a straight one, because I know you have advantage.
Mm.
It's for-
21.
There is a genuine sigh. Fine.
Looking pushy bastard.
There's deep.
Asks nicely. Bastard.
And actually, something weird happens, Nathan. You're very perceptive, but it fucking freaks the shit out of you as all of a sudden she's literally behind you, no more than a feet away, just plopped and manifest.
Isn't that how all cats are?
Not
Kind of.
against someone like this.
Not against someone with true sight, yeah.
It it's plopped.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Where were you anyway?
busy.
I
Contemplating.
assumed as much. Oh. Who knows? Leave them be with whatever they want to do.
So, okay, to put in perspective, you acquired yourself, Leo, for traveling back to this plane, Laura because she wants to, Run because he very much wants, and the cat girl also is inclined to join you because you asked nicely.
It's a question about
Hmm?
a girl cat.
Could you repeat that question? We didn't hear any of it.
Sorry. You say a cat girl, but wouldn't it be a girl cat?
Well, technically, I don't know how to qualify. Nobody asks about her what she is or
The
what
cat-
she does. She's just kind of like,
The cat
We
was
did
the,
ask.
the cat itself was a disguise. Her true form was the cat girl.
hmm.
Hmm.
But
She
she's
does-
still being
she-
called the cat because I never asked for her name.
Yes. Also, she does have a features of what's it called? The fucking ears that are similar of the cat. Never ask about it. You're just kind of like, eh. So you know.
That's for Nathan to do whenever he has a chance.
God damn it. So,
Wow.
takes a good 10 to 15 minutes as the storm is still raging outside. And I guess you all come in front of the elemental. Right? Or something else? Maybe go kill him? I don't know.
Give me just a
We
second
don't really
here.
have any reason to kill him.
Yet.
Yeah.
Can I
One
do,
final thing beforehand.
Can I do one final thing before?
Sure.
Okay, so
Maybe not
right now-
immediately in the room. I would
Not
recommend like going to somewhere special.
Yeah, we have a essentially what's a place for that, right? Like a chapel.
Prayer place?
Yeah. Like a
Do
little
we?
chapel
I
area.
think we do.
Cheers. I'm gonna drink some water.
So I'm going to take out Norton the youngest. And after thinking long and hard, it's like, well, it's better do it now and not need it. So I'm going to hold it up while in the up on top of the little platform,
Uh-huh.
and in Celestial, I'm going to say a prayer to try and unlock it. I'm going to say, young lost soul, taken by war and ill, seeking redemption, cursed in Mithril, by the grace of the light and in Doran's might, may you grow stronger for the future fight. When the job is done, you shall know rest.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Roll me 4100. Oh my fucking god, what are you doing?
I am trying something.
Please don't be a 1, a 8, or a 12.
Oh, geez.
It's a fucking 12! Oh boy.
F.
Oh,
Is that a good or a bad thing?
you roll me 4100.
And figure
Fuck
out.
So I'm just gonna
Wow,
say
congrats.
something before we continue. Both weapons had a very long description, and both of them had special things where you could use an ability and then commune with the blade.
You cut off.
Oh god, there were special abilities for both of you that could let you commune with the blade. Right? Both of you had that.
I was
Mm.
never given that
Yeah.
description.
No, you do. You did. Grants an
Hmm.
audience with something.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, you completely just ignored that, and now you literally you literally had a manual in front of you for the longest
Yeah.
of time, and now you were like, you know what? I could do this. Starts button mashing.
Hey, you know?
The question is if they do it successfully.
I
Monkey
would have had
typewriter.
to, I would have had to
Looks at
fight
the
something in
rolls.
order to unlock
I
it.
need to get myself. Man, I need the song to change, otherwise it's gonna be so fucking horrible.
Be careful.
There it is. Yeah, no,
People,
I
be
have-
wary of sad songs.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna see if I can. Please tell me I can use this. I really wish to play this. Otherwise, we're gonna join watch together and listen. Cause man, this is necessary. Hey, watch together time. Fuck it. Start an activity. This needs to happen. I cannot stress this enough. Get the fuck out of here, you dicks. Fine. There you go. Everybody can join in to listen to the song. It's a very subtle nod of what's about to happen to you.
Oh dear.
Oh yes. So, Brit Valak. You go to the main altar in the main hall. While the storm is raging outside, draw out your mithril blade, acquired from the fallen vigilant. Never did you figure out its origins, nor its correlation to the other blade, but it is what it is. That's how fate sometimes is. As you say your prayer and ask for power, guidance, the blade shimmers. The blade vibrates as the storm from the outside dies down. However, the first simple harmonic vibrations peer into your right hand skin. The mithril breaks and melts as it starts to drip down your arm. As you try to instinctively uh uh as you try to instinctively move your hand away, your body away to throw away, it is frozen as the scorch hot mithril is being doused all over your right hand and arm. Can you roll me 2 Constitution saving throws with disadvantage?
Yeah, I'm definitely
Interesting.
drawing what's gonna happen.
Alright.
Ah, man. Note to self, and note to every other people who play D&D and other TRPG games. You have things that say, hey, you should probably, there's an option to indulge further. You should probably use them.
Inspect.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 22, and then another one. You have such a good constitution, though. Man, when you're just like a god, it's
Two
kind of
22s.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. So, for everybody other's sake, you do not hear Brit scream. You don't even know what has really happened. I don't know how many of you is actually like watching her take this blessing to the blade. You all just see, if those who can see it, is that the blade rapidly basically breaks down and the liquid metal pours down her right arm. The pain is immeasurable. You cannot scream, but you also do not perish. The flame burns, the flame licks your skin off, your flesh, your bone, your everything, up to a shoulder. As the pain freezes you for a moment, and for briefest of moments, everything goes dark. Before you open your eyes again, you hear a warm, welcoming giggle. What seems to be a man, an elderly man, cheerfully laughing and giggling for a few good seconds, rings through your ears as you all of a sudden regain your composure. Fall to the ground, the pain still singes. You look upon your right hand, and it's that of Mithril. You flex your finger, a muscle. You see brilliant Mithril flex with every motion you make. You do really just see that your entire hand up to your shoulder is now covered in the metal. Albeit covered fully, doesn't seem to be any heavier or lighter than it previously was, but also you realize that there's nothing else there. It's just metal. You do not feel the bone, you do not feel the flesh, nor the skin. So congratulations, Britt. Now you have a mithril hand. Actually, an arm.
Punches and mithril.
Is there anything about it, or is it just
You
nice a metal hand?
that it's up to you to figure it out.
Okay, I'm going to imagine a blade.
Roll me D100.
Or no, crap, hammer. That's what it was.
No.
No, blade, no, ham.
Yes. Hammer. Is that NBA?
You literally do the motion, and all of a sudden, you see fragments of your arm and hand essentially break and dislodge as a shattered manifestation of a hammer rebuilds itself into a solid hammer. You have no clue what it's capable of. It's all so fucking light, and now there's chips of this, of like, you know how like, if
So
you
my hand is gone, and in the place is a hammer, or is
no
it
no no no,
shaped-
it's imagine like a third of your entire arm, like basically broke down, and the pieces essentially flew to your hand and reformed into the weapon.
What an arm-shattering revelation.
Interesting. So then we'll release the thought of the hammer, so it
And
might
all-
arm.
And immediately it just breaks down, and all the shards, well, all the manifested mithril dispersed into shards, and the shards essentially slid back through your arm like magnets and just go in. Also, I needed to clarify something. You have 333 hit points permanently.
300.
33. Yes.
Oh boy, that took quite the dip to my health.
I know.
Oh well. Hey,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. All right. Well then, with doing that revelation, luckily I had took off my armor for that, so now we just put the armor back on and move on.
Brit mithril hand.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll have time to figure it out when we're going off over there. She'll be focusing on her arm
Okay.
as we're going.
Wasn't there like a being that you were
Yeah.
seeing, like a giggling old man that you were seeing? You're not even gonna talk? Fucking rude.
Is he there?
You've got an
No,
old man inside
you
you now,
just
right?
heard some like an
Yeah,
old man
no.
giggle, and you you see nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. That's why I did it. So yeah, we're going to go back outside.
Everything's
only thing that-
fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
you're just basically seeing Brit come out with a mithril arm, just with that like, yeah.
Well, no, my fingy. Only my fingers are with the armor and stuff. Only the fingers are visible. So if you're looking, you have to be looking.
So,
Did you dip your fingers in paint or something, Britt?
No.
By
had a heart to
definition, that's
heart with
probably considered sacrilegious.
I mean, depends on if Nathan's. Because if Nathan shows, he probably could see what happened. Or know what
I just
happened.
noticed the fact. I don't know why, but the closing of the sword just really.
bitch.
You
Oh,
don't
you're
need
welcome to that.
emotion when you have writing
Yeah,
like that.
Exactly.
Like, there's no apparent depth to that, but it's so great for some reason.
All right.
Ah,
What-
God.
But
I haven't drawn
if
this
Nathan,
meme
if
for
Nathan's
fun.
attention ever got drawn to the to that comment, more than likely would know what happened.
Yeah, I was memeing though. Sergal doesn't say anything, but
Oh, he did. All right.
I'm glad I'm back in this party.
You know, then I'm actually just gonna go to Nathan as we're about to walk. It's like, interesting development with the sword.
Okay.
that's right. Would
Where is
we
it?
even notice that your sword is gone? Like you just don't have your sword anymore.
I would not have my sword with me. It's like, and just so that Nathan sees, just shows the hand. It's now my arm.
So,
How in the nine hells?
You know that thing you told me, that prayer.
Huh?
I did my own version of it in Celestial, and it's now my arm.
I told you that the original was recited in Elvish, right?
Oh my
Is it supposed to be in Elvish?
Apparently not. It still worked somehow, but
I don't think this was supposed to be the exact result of it.
maybe it is. I don't know. It's your sword.
Anyways, it's all good. I can manifest weapons out of it. Let's continue on.
So,
She is talking fast because it's just like oh, by the way, the sword's gone.
Yeah. So
She
Noose,
moves me to talk to the elemental.
the air elemental stands by and sees you all approaching and asks calmly, "Are you ready to journey forth?"
We are. I'm going to.
Very much so.
So, what really fucking happens now is I have a simple question. As the elemental nods and says, "Very well," and literally looks behind him and extends his hand, as all of a sudden, a swirling portal manifests that suddenly turns into an eye of the storm and begins to sucking the hallway out of its air and essentially trying to suck you into the hole as well. Question
Whoa!
is,
Not before the first date.
shut up. Are you gonna refuse? Are you gonna try to think? Are you gonna just like yippee?
I'm just gonna walk in. Fuck this. I'm
No,
walking in.
If you're
It's a
going
door?
forward, you're gonna literally just get pulled up and just sucked in.
I think, just to be cool, I would like to try
going
to move in by my own force. So, specifically trying to resist the force being sucked in, but just walk in myself.
Strength check.
I am picking Laura up
Gripping
into
the
my
floor
arms.
with toes.
I am flying up into the air, doing an upside down circle loop in the sky and flying both of us in,
I see that, and I
making
listen,
sure that she is securely within my arms.
Uh-huh.
Listen, just a second. I see that, and I go, show off.
I mount my griffin and like kind of how a horse racer leans close to the
Oh,
neck
that
of their
poor
mount.
griffin.
So
What are you
here's
talking about?
here's
It's a
what
blessing.
Leo
Go ahead.
does. Leo literally jumps just as the portal opens. He jumps and immediately gets his hands around his knees, and the momentum picks him up, and he gets flung as a cannonball into the portal.
Yeah, he does the cannonball.
Honestly, I just imagined that as fun. Honestly, actually, what does the child do? Did Brit pick him up?
Yeah, Brett took the child.
I picked it
Brett
up,
has
did
the
a
lore.
did a loop
You
in the
picked
sky,
it
and then flew in.
It? Wow, Britt.
Wow,
Really shows
so
how you
super-
feel about them.
Mm-hmm. disappointing.
Twister's the way I got here. Twister's the way I'll leave, and I'll do a running charge and jump.
Oh boy.
Woo! With Nora
I-
on your back, huh?
Are you taking
With a
Nora?
tank half assembled on your back.
Anyway, we're gonna call it here, and then next week we can actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
The final thing I want to ask:
Yes.
with the 24, did my
Yes.
attempted stunt work?
Yes. Yes. You can.
Just casually walks in.
So, I want to ask everyone today, how'd you like my little drawings?
Memes on point.
Those were good.
Thank you. Any favorites in particular?
The
Bitch.
astro power of yeah, the bitch.
Yeah. That could be an emote.
Okay.
I
Anyway.
did like my
manages-
first ones as well.
Anyway, with that being said and done, I'm gonna call it. So, anything you want to say before we finish stream with no survivors? Go, 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 go,
Smite.
go.
Smite.
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 Smite. Smite.
Smite.
Smite.
Smite.
See ya in the air, Sultanate!
Smite.